Hello students, after discussion of the topic basic accounting terms, now we are going to proceed with the accountancy first chapter, and the name of the chapter is meaning and objective of accounting. To understand this chapter, we need to understand what is accounting. So the meaning of accounting is an art of recording, classifying and summarizing of data which are in part at least of financial character and interpreting the results thereof. I hope the definition which has been written might not be clear. To make it clear, I am splitting these words in a different manner to make you understand. Let us take the first word from this definition, art. Anything which is the way to express, and the expression which is being done should be in a presentable and understandable manner. What art means? Art means the way to express, and anything which we can express, try to understand. Expression means the way which we are using, and the used way is being made understood to other is an art. And that art should be done in such a manner which is presentable. What is presentable? The data which we record. Any data which we record or which we present, it should be done in such a manner that anyone who is not user of accounting or who is a lay person, means who does not have any knowledge of accounting, can also read and understand what is being shown, and he can try to relate it, is the way named as art. Clear? Okay. Art to record. Record means to record some data. Data means any number, any value, any figure, and that figure which is being recorded is said as recording of data. Why do we record? We record the data to know our prime objective, that is profit and loss. But these are being done in a certain sequence. And the sequence of doing is record, then classify. Now what classification means? To make group and subgroup of the recorded data is classification. To understand the classification, let us try to present with an example. Suppose in a class of 40 students, I would like to know, and I am not sure who that person is. I would like to know who is good in art. Art means drawing. And I am not knowing out of those 40 students who is very good in drawing. Okay. I have made 5 groups of 8 persons each. 8 into 5 is 40. So I have made groups of 8 persons, that is 5 groups. So among those 5 groups, when I would try to know that who is best in art, I won't be viewing each and every candidate individually. What I will do? I will select the candidates among those 5 groups who is best in art, and that best person among those 5 groups can be considered as the best person who is good in art. Yes or no? So this presentation of group in 5 categories has reduced my time of viewing those 40 candidates individually. I would have also done one by one, I would view who is good in art, but that could be more time consuming. So instead, I have created 5 groups of 8 persons, and of all those 8 persons, any one person who has been selected from that 5 group, and from the 5, one single person will try to make me understand that who that person is good in art. So that is said as classification. To make arrangement of groups and subgroups of the recorded data to know the final result, that is profit and loss. Okay. Next is summarize of data. Summarizing is said to be making the summary or the report of classified data. Summary is done for what? As you know, that summary is said as a gist of information. The information which has been presented in a summary form can somehow help us to relate that what the result we want to convey. So that is the process summary, isn't it? And the last one is interpret and analyze, which is said as knowing about the profit and loss. When we conclude with this definition, these all terms can help us to understand what actually accounting is. It is an art of recording, classifying, summarizing the data to interpret the result. Now, one very important word which is being shown and I am right now underlining is financial character. Financial character, dear student, means whether a data is monetary or non-monetary. This has to be very much clearly understood. Any monetary data that is can be expressed in terms of money is only part of accounting. Those data which do not have any value of money, which do not help us to know about the profit and loss, is not a part of accounting. Okay, so these comprises of the term definition of accounting. I hope everyone is clear what actually accounting relates to. Now with the explanation of accounting, this is also being further explained with the help of the process of accounting named as cycle of accounting, which are also said as steps of accounting. Accounting is classified into 6 steps. The first step is identify. Identify relates to whether monetary or non-monetary item. Once a data is or accounting data is in a monetary value, it is part of accounting. If it is non-monetary value, it will not be further taken for consideration. Means that is not part of accounting at all. Once it is identified, yes, it is a monetary transaction, then it will be further recorded. Further recorded means we will take it for a recording purpose. Recording purpose is to present that data in a certain presentable manner for understanding. The recording of data is done in a specific book of account named as journal. Once the data is recorded, it is further classified. Classified is done in the books named as ledger. These are separate books of account which we will be further discussing in the further chapters when we will discuss in detail about accounting and its steps in further of our lectures. After classification, the data is being presented in a summary form, and that summary which is prepared is named as trial balance. From the given trial balance or the prepared trial balance, we analyze and interpret the results for profit and loss. This is named as trading and profit and loss. And after trading and profit and loss, the final step which conclude is communicate, that is users of accounting information who are in need of information for their business purpose, they come to know that these results which are being conveyed, with these results, do they wish or continue with the business or not. In this manner, it is a continuous process of accounting which is a never ending steps and will be done repetitively till the books or the business firm shuts down. जब तक बिजनेस रहेगा ये प्रोसेस चलता रहेगा जिससे बिजनेस का जो रिजल्ट है, प्रॉफिट और लॉस जानना, उसका पता चल सके. ओके, दिस इज ऑल इन टुडेस वीडियो.